ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله وباليوم الآخر وما هم بمؤمنين
আর মানুষের মধ্যে কিছু লোক এমন রয়েছে যারা বলে আমরা আল্লাহ ও পরকালের প্রতি ঈমান এনেছি, অথচ আদৌ তারা ঈমানদার নয়।
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن الناس من يقول آمنا بالله وباليوم الآخر وما هم بمؤمنين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه ثم أما بعد. Inshallah, we're beginning with the 8th ayah of Sura Baqarah today. The last ayah we had studied was Allah placing a seal upon those who are bent upon disbelief. Allah placed a seal upon their hearts first, and then their hearing, and a cover was placed upon their seeing, and they especially had a great punishment. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. Now we're moving to the third category of people. Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned in the surah the first category of people were people that have taqwa. And their taqwa was described further, the people of taqwa were described further with having certain qualities about iman, and then about spending, and then them having the conviction of the afterlife. Then the extreme opposite. There's the people who have fear of Allah and want to serve Allah Azza wa Jal, and the exact opposite, those who are bent upon disbelief. Now there's a third category. So this is the third category of people that are being talked about. Allah says subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ. And out of the people there are those, مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ, is the one who says, we've come to believe in Allah. Now there's some very interesting language here. You could say, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ الَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ, because nas is ism jama', you can say الَّذِينَ. But man is used particularly here to say something very special. I'll highlight that in a little bit inshallah. From the people there is the one who says, now when I say the one who says, what is that? That's singular, isn't it? But then it says, آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ, we believe in Allah. We believe in Allah. Now, when somebody says, you would expect him to say, I believe in Allah. Because the singular is used right there, where the alternative in Arabic is available, though man can be used for the plural as well. Here specifically, Allah Azza wa Jal highlights that he speaks, this single person is speaking, but he's speaking on behalf of a group. آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ, we believe in Allah. Why? Because Allah is describing the hypocrite, the munafiq. And the munafiq, one of his biggest attempts, the attempt of the hypocrite is to seem like he is one with the believers. He's from among them. So he puts himself with the group and says, we all have iman in Allah. We're all the same. آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. And in the last day, وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. And then Allah calls them out and says, they are not believers at all. And even in Arabic, again, when you say that someone is not something, there are tons of ways of saying it. But ma, coupled with ba at the end, this is one of the strongest ways to say no. In other words, Allah is saying they are not believers at all. They have no iman at all. You know, there are places in the Quran we'll find when Allah talks about the hypocrites, He says, وَمَا يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ وَلَا يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. They don't remember Allah except a little bit. Or they have a little bit of iman. But here in this surah, Allah is so harsh towards them. He says they have no iman at all, even though they say that with their tongues.